Hello everyone, welcome to Victorious Guidance. Welcome all of you that are new and all of you returning today to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can book a reading through Etsy or Ko-fi. Both are linked down below in the description box underneath this video or in the pinned comment under the video. So in today's reading here on YouTube, we're going to tune into your person's most recent thoughts about you. So basically, what have they been thinking about most recently about you, about this connection? Where has their mind been? We have three different cards / three different groups to pick from for today's reading. These all seem very intense, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what shows up in each group. So we have group number one here with the Three of Swords card. We have group number two with the Emperor card. And then we have group number three with the Death card here. So these are the three groups you can pick from. The timestamps are down below in the description box and in the pinned comment below this video. So you can hop into your reading whenever you're ready. You can pick more than one group if you feel like you're guided or drawn to more than one. There may be messages in more than one or parts of one, parts of the other. So yeah, follow your intuition. As always, pause the video right now if you want to take some more time, and I'll see all of you in your chosen groups. Hello, group number one, welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked here the Three of Swords card as your reading, as your card for today. So let's see here what wants to show up on the topic of your person's most recent thoughts. I do want to start off by just drawing more cards and even clarifying them to see more deeply, more clearly what's been going on with your person. There's definitely some type of heartbreak here that they have been processing recently. So this doesn't necessarily have to be about your relationship, but it is impacting / influencing your connection right now. Could be that there's some heartbreak from this person's past that they are working through or healing right now, or something else entirely could have been difficult for them, could have been very emotionally taxing for them. And they have been just like, working through that, thinking about that. Let's see. Okay, we have the Empress as well. Wow. Okay. Let's see. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. Very interesting mix of cards here. So what I'm getting here is this person could have also been thinking of potential heartbreak, right? So if they know they need to let something go in order to start something new, something that emotionally fulfills them, they may feel like they need to leave something behind. It's likely they've been just like considering things about the future and future possibilities and what heartbreak they would have to deal with in order to get to a new beginning. For example, for some of you that may resonate, let's see. Let's get two more cards from this deck. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. It is showing up in the reversed position. And this one, yes, all right. We got the King of Cups as well. Okay. So we have quite a few cup energies here. What we're going to do though is we're going to clarify these cards. Okay, so let's see. Can we clarify the Three of Swords? Please, Spirit, what's going on with the Three of Swords energy? We got the Magician here, yeah. Let's clarify the Empress, please. We got the Moon. Let's clarify the Two of Wands, please. We got the World. All three major arcana so far. It's quite intense. Okay, clarifying the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups. Clarifying the Four of Cups reversed, please. Okay, no, the Two of Cups here. This is all very, very telling, right? And we have the King of Cups. Let's clarify the King of Cups, please. What's going on with this person? We got the Knight of Swords reversed here. Okay, just put it like that. Yeah, you guys can see everything. I'm going to still like zoom you out a little bit. There we go. Okie doke. All right, so let's talk about all this. What's going on with your person here? Okay, so recently, as we said, this person has been processing some type of pain or the potential of pain in the future if they choose something that they already know is going to either hurt them or hurt other people. If it's going to hurt other people, it's going to hurt them as well. So it's going to hurt them anyway, but they're just thinking about, I'm hearing choices and consequences, but also the past and some of their past choices and the consequences of those choices that they've made in the past. They've ended up like just a bit emotionally straining or have ended up being an emotional strain on them. So basically, recently, this person has been thinking about the hurt, the disappointment, the emotional strain that they have been feeling, either in connection to you or just in general in their life, but impacting your connection in some way, shape, or form. The Magician here indicates that they are trying to, I'm hearing, rise above this. Yeah, I'm hearing that they are trying to mentally distance themselves from the pain that they have been experiencing. So they're trying to kind of like detach from it or step back from the pain that they've been experiencing. And kind of like look at those feelings, look at that hurt from a more distant perspective, from an observer's perspective. And they're trying to understand the pain, right? So where is the pain coming from? What's the pain about? What is this pain teaching them? So there's like this feeling of reflection here that we have with the Three of Swords and the Magician. They are actively kind of trying to understand themselves, their pain, their disappointment, their hurt, and kind of to take control, quote unquote, of those processes or of those emotions, to understand them and to make the best out of this. So what they have been thinking is that they don't want this pain to define things in their life or define things in your relationship. They're also thinking, how can they handle this relationship with you better? So how can they handle their pain, their disappointment, the emotional strain in connection to you better? And also they're thinking about, how can they shift this? Like, they know that they can shift the pain. So they know that they can shift the pain if they try. And they're doing their best to like actively work towards that. So recently, basically, this person is trying to, let's say, manifest a better outcome rather than sit in their hurt, pain, disappointment, or emotional strain of some kind. They're trying to choose differently. They're trying to choose an outcome that's better. Now with the Empress here clarified by the Moon, this is how they see you, right? So they see you as someone who's powerful, transformative, attractive, also nurturing, and magnetic. with like just the picture of this Empress being like this, and like it's very similar, isn't it? The Moon and Empress here are very similar. I'm just hearing that you've been through a lot. So this person that's on your mind group number 1, they are thinking you have been through a lot yourself. You've either processed a lot, you've dealt with a lot, and there's admiration for you here. Like they find you very nurturing, magnetic, but the Moon here also says that this admiration this person feels comes with some confusion, fears, or even uncertainty. So I'm feeling what they're doing here is just they're surrendering to the flow. And this person's choosing, to not be defined by their pain, but they're also like surrendering to the flow of your relationship. And they're like thinking that the path will reveal itself to them, even if they don't know right now what's going on or where they're going. They're kind of like, okay, no, the path will reveal itself to me and everything will make sense. So they could even be unsure about where your relationship stands right now, because there are some thoughts here showing up that are like all about you being amazing and attractive, but also them not knowing where they stand with you or where they stand in a relationship with you. So they're thinking that you're amazing, but where do they stand? They're also thinking, like, are they imagining the connection between the two of you, or is there something there that's more substantial? So there's this feeling of not fully being sure if they can trust their intuition. So they're getting definitely like, some vibes of you, some vibes of attraction, comfort, even stability, or just, a loving presence. That magnetic attraction is definitely, felt, and the tension could also be felt between the two of you. But this person, I feel like they second guess themselves or ask themselves often if they're imagining this or if there's anything like really there. And they're drawn to your intensity. They're drawn to you intensely, but don't fully trust their interpretation of the situation between the two of you. So there's this feeling of not wanting to make a wrong move and kind of like just allowing time to pass, allowing the situation to take them in the right direction. So now with the Two of Wands here, clarified by the World, right? So this means that they're thinking about the next steps. They're thinking about the future and like, they're thinking about the creation of the future. So they're kind of planning what is going to happen next. They don't have it very sorted out, but they're just kind of thinking about, all right, what is going to happen next in the future? Where can I go from here? Or like the creative possibilities, what are the options that I have? What can I explore? So that's kind of where they're at. They're planning, even daydreaming about the future, some type of progression potentially between the two of you, a reunion, or even like just some sort of leveling up between the two of you. They're thinking about that right now. So just any type of future and what you guys could create together. So for now, not enough information has been gathered to make a decision. And it may be that an opportunity to connect or to progress. This relationship has presented itself, but they're not yet fully ready to start because they're not fully sure where they stand. Plus, there's this pain that they feel like they need to get ahead of, or just like have a better grasp of first. So the world here in the reverse, not the blue. Why did I want to say that? The world here in the clarifier is interesting because it suggests that this person wants fulfillment, but in order to have fulfillment and in order to take a step forward towards progression, they need to have closure, right? So they need to leave some things behind, going back to the Three of Swords with the Magician. They feel like they need to resolve some type of closure, or they just know that they need closure of old cycles and a new beginning here. They could even be imagining or daydreaming about what a real full relationship with you would look like, with the World and the Two of Wands. But overall, this is someone who has been recently mentally preparing themselves for some type of action, for some type of step forward. Currently here, like with the cards that we have, this is not like a very practical decision yet. So it's all, there's like in the potential energy of I could do this, I could do that. This person's not yet like fully planning on I'm going to do this and stick to it and this is going to be my action. They're not there yet, but they're definitely mentally preparing themselves and emotionally preparing themselves for action. So now with the Ace of Cups energy here clarified by the Three of Cups, this person wants freshness. They want freshness, they want fresh feelings, fresh romantic feelings. They want joy, they want reconnection with you. And they want a friendly relationship between the two of you to be either restored or to remain. So they want things to be light. They want things to be friendly. Yeah, like airy. They want just your relationship to be gentle. I'm hearing spontaneous as well. They just want friendliness. To be able to laugh together with you and just have this beautiful budding relationship, even a fresh emotional start with you. And this person, I feel like, yeah, they just want some type of emotional rebirth through joy, spontaneity, connection, friendship. A new journey of some kind. So they've been recently thinking about wanting a new emotional start, wanting things to feel light and happy between the two of you again. They feel love blooming, but they want it to develop also in a safe, friendly, pressure-free way. You know, they want things to be light-hearted, joyful, gentle, and even romantic and fun. You know, they just want things to be fresh and friendly. So that's what they're like aiming for, and they're not really sure how to get there with these two. But this is basically the vibe that they're going for, what they're aiming for. So now, the Four of Cups here, clarified by the Two of Cups. The Four of Cups is reversed, which is interesting because this indicates that they are opening up. So they're waking up to what this connection means. The Four of Cups reversed here indicates that this person has recently encountered a renewed interest in you, or they are just coming out of emotional avoidance that they have been in previously. And they want mutual partnership, attraction. They want connection with you. With the Two of Cups energy, it's clarifying the Four of Cups. So they're kind of like, yeah, moving out of the boredom, let's say, into openness, and they are wanting to be more connected with you. So they want a meeting of hearts, of hands, or a meeting of hearts between the two of you. And they want spiritual and emotional harmony to be present, to like either awaken or to be restored in your connection. And this person is more willing to step it up with the Four of Cups and just be more open, be more emotionally open, more honest about their own experience. So they want mutual partnership. They feel attraction to you as well. And they are, I feel like you're thinking about, all right, so there is attraction between the two of us. They are thinking about there being mutual attraction here. So what they're also thinking about recently is that they do want this, emotional beginning with you. And they don't want to miss the opportunity. And so they're opening back up to the idea of relationship, connection, reciprocity in your interactions. So lastly, we have the King of Cups here. We have the Knight of Swords clarifying the King of Cups. So this is this person's emotional state, or where they're at, or how they feel is best for them to act. So basically the King of Cups here indicates that they want to be controlled, caring, and emotionally mature in this connection. This is their deeper emotional self / how they want to come across. But also right now, this person's communication / action energy with the Knight of Swords reversed is being held back or is just inconsistent. So they are not saying the things that they want to say, and they're holding back or just being inconsistent because for now they know that if they were to communicate, they would not be able to show up in a caring, controlled, or emotionally mature way. They would not show up with harmony between the heart and the mind. So they're like, okay, I'm not going to communicate until I've resolved my difficulty, my pain, whatever it is. So they feel a lot more than they say for sure here, but they're definitely holding themselves back because they want to show up mature, in harmony. They want to just be emotionally steady, like they even want to just emotionally recalibrate themselves after some difficulty. And like what I'm getting here is that they could even be still emotionally regulating themselves. So they know that whilst they are still emotionally regulating themselves, they are not to communicate. So their thoughts here are about, of course, caring much more than they are showing or than they are able to show. But also their thoughts are about not rushing and not saying something impulsive. So they're like, don't rush, don't say something impulsive. You may regret it later. That's kind of like what's coming through here. They're also thinking that they need to keep things stable and keep their feelings stable and not just blurt things out. So there is some communication hesitation because they don't want to be impulsive, basically. But like with the Knight of Swords reversed, they are feeling restless about this. The Knight of Swords reversed is an energy of impatience, impulsivity, rebelliousness, recklessness, inconsistency, and emotionally like unavailability communication wise, right? So when it comes to talking / taking action, the King of Cups here is saying this person is actually being emotionally available to themselves right now because they need to sort themselves out so that they can be emotionally available to you, so that they can be mature, emotionally balanced, compassionate, loving, calm, wise in relationship to you. So I'm just getting for the greater good, right? So they're not communicating, they're holding themselves back for the greater good. Hashtag Dumbledore and Griffin, Grindelwald. Anyway, it just makes me, it's funny whenever for the greater good comes through for me, because it's just always a Harry Potter association. So the overall story here, to kind of like sum it up for you guys, is that they're still carrying hurt or worry, but actively wanting to turn it around. They're also deeply drawn to your energy, but confused and unsure how you feel. And they're considering next steps towards you, even creative next steps towards you. That's interesting. So like looking forward to how that like shows up for you guys, because there's a sense of creativity here with the Two of Wands. They're feeling new romantic emotion and wanting more closeness here, that's for sure. But they want this closeness to be gentle, friendly, light, you know, just light-hearted. They don't want any like very strong, difficult stuff to come through. Like you may talk about difficult stuff, but they just want the vibe to be gentle, flowy, you know, friendly. So they even are waking up to the importance of this relationship. And feeling way more here than they are willing to express directly for now. Like they're aware that they're feeling a lot more, but they're just like, okay, I need to deal with the hurt and worry and emotional difficulty, you know, disappointment, emotional strain. They know they need to deal with this and turn it around before they can communicate. So that's all for today. We have Taurus, Libra, Pisces energies, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energies. So loads of air, loads of water energies here in today's reading. So yeah, in short, this person is emotional and reflective, a little bit scared, but they're genuinely thinking about reconnection, repair, and moving towards something more real, something mutual, something honest, loving with you. And also like the feelings that they're feeling are deeper than what you are seeing here on the surface. Because this person, they could just be really withdrawn, you know, you could not be getting anything out of them, you know, they could just be completely AFK, you know, completely away from keyboard. But they're still feeling a lot on the inside with the King of Cups here. But they're wanting to be mature about it all. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in and sharing your energy. So I hope this gives you some more clarity on your relationship here with this person. Yeah. If you want to book a personal reading, you can book a reading through Etsy or Ko-fi. The links are below. And what else? Like, yeah, if you want to connect to 18 plus, pick a card readings. They're more spicy and just delve deep into more uncensored content. You can check that out on my Patreon. Send you so much love and blessings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on your way out, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the Emperor as your card for today's reading on their most recent thoughts about you. So we're just going to see what wants to show up here today for your person's most recent thoughts. Okay, so we're going to start off by just drawing a couple more of additional cards, and we're going to clarify them as well, just to see more deeply, more clearly what is going on. Okay, so let's see. So we have Aries energy, Mars energy here, so like Aries, even Scorpio vibes. Let's see what's happening. So I'm getting that you're definitely on this person's mind, but they're thinking quite strategically about you or about this connection. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay, let's see what else. What's going on for group number 2's person, please, Spirit? What's going on here? Okay, we have Temperance reversed. Okay, we have the Empress. Interesting. Let's get 2 more, right? So what's going on? We have the 8 of Pentacles. So difficult to see these because of the way this is written. Okay, 1 more, please. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords reversed. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So what I'm hearing is emotionally, this person's going through it. Just with the Temperance reverse, there's a lot of like restlessness in their energy, but they're trying to like really, it's like subdue it or just appear very composed on the surface. With the Emperor, you know, they're just trying to like push their feelings down or like just not have them be shown. Let's see. Let's clarify this Emperor now. Let's clarify. Let's see. Okay. Okay, what's going on with the Emperor, please, Spirit? We have the 8 of Cups reversed. Okay. Let's clarify the 5 of Wands. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles. Why am I hearing conflict breeds opportunity? Maybe that's relevant for you guys. Let's see what else. Let's clarify the Temperance reversed, please, Spirit. What's going on here? It's Temperance reversed. I'm feeling like this rise of energy going on. Yeah, the King of Swords. Okay. The Empress, clarifying the Empress. I just heard you're so hot. Okay, let's see. Okay, we actually got 2 here. We got the World plus we got the King of Wands energy. So these 2 coming through as clarifiers for the Empress. I'm going to have to zoom you guys out a little bit so we have just enough space for everybody. So the World plus the King of Wands here, clarifying the Empress. Let's clarify the 8 of Pentacles now. Oops. Oh, the Tower. All right. What's going on, dudes? Okay, the Tower, and clarifying the 5 of Swords reversed, please. Okay, 2. Okay, so we got a double again. And the 3 of Wands plus the Page of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so still feel like I need to zoom you guys out some more, so we're just going to do that. There we go. Okay. You have now been appropriately zoomed out. Let me just check you. Okay, there we go. So let's get into the reading and talk about this person's most recent thoughts here. Okay, so let's get into the vibes here. So starting off with the Emperor. This person's wanting to just like appear very... Okay, so what they're thinking about most recently is their appearance or how they're coming across to you in the physical world and in communication to you. So that's what they're thinking about. They're trying very hard, especially with the Temperance reverse, meaning that they're emotionally messed up right now. They're just... I'm not going to be sugarcoating. So yeah, they're emotionally like really messed up, but they are trying to be very controlled, stoic, unemotional, or just like have very good poker face going on. They're trying to think very strategically when it comes to you and your relationship right now. So on the outside, they want to appear like, I know what's going on, I got things handled. But inside, this person's like a bit of a mess with the Temperance reversed energy. So with the clarifier here being the Eight of Cups reversed as well, they're thinking, I can't walk away from this. I can't walk away from them. So that could be you, this person can't walk away from. They could be thinking, we are not done. I'm not finished with you. Yeah, I'm not finished with you. And then like a deep, dark, cold stare of, I'm so not done with you, baby. But there is this kind of like pride. This person's trying to stay in. The Emperor is their posture as well, which is stoic, unemotional, controlled. But they're emotionally circling back to you with the Eight of Cups. They're like not done with you. They're not able to forget you. Even if they try, they are not able to let you go. So they feel drawn back to you even though they're trying to appear in control. Yeah. So with the Five of Wands here, that's clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Like there's a lot of tension here this person's facing, but they're using that tension to explore new possibilities. This one's interesting here because like the tension this person's feeling or the inner conflict or even the outside conflict that they're experiencing, even the competition that they're experiencing around this connection, still making them see new possibilities. It's helping them see new possibilities and what is available. So they've been feeling tension, conflict, competition, even like healthy competition though, like, but the Page of Pentacles here shows that they want to approach the tension or even the external relationships in a calm, in a exploratory, practical way. And they want to like explore things openly. They may want to have like this learning mindset when it comes to dealing with the conflict, tension, misunderstandings, or even competition. So their thoughts here have been about, I want to understand this, you know, I want to understand what's going on, type of thinking. They're thinking that maybe they should start small, reach out, or make like more of a grounded move to see how the tension moves after, or how like the conflict moves after. They don't want drama, right? But they also don't want to don't want to just be passive. They want to do something. They want to like to make some type of move, make some type of action. They want to explore something. They just want to, they want to do something. They want to learn. They want to develop their skill. And they want to also here to have a realistic and practical approach to this situation. So to the conflict or to competition or misunderstanding or tension, whatever it is, they want to have a practical approach to it. So with Temperance reversed, right, we have this clarified by the good old King of Swords, which is just such a classic. But yeah, like this person is not emotionally balanced right now. They are experiencing impatience, frustration, or just like extremes in their emotion right now. So they're not in a very good space. They could be worrying too much. They could be overthinking too much. They could be drowning in fears or whatever it is. They are just very emotionally unsteady. But the King of Swords here shows they are trying to literally like override emotions with logic. So this is their inner world, basically. Temperance here being like, just this person freaking out internally, emotionally. They could be freaking out about their emotions, their feelings. They could be a bit dramatic about their feelings as well. But their thoughts then in relation to that are get it together. Don't be reactive. We need to think clearly. We need to stay rational. Do it slowly is what I'm hearing as well. Wait, like it's very directive though. It's like very authoritatively masculine in energy, all this. So like an internalized parent energy, when the child was freaking out, then the parent was like, okay, get it together. Or, maybe they said it in a more gentle way. But yeah, I feel like this person just kind of internalized their parent figure here. And, this like the dynamic that's showing up here. And that's like present with the Emperor, because they are not being reactive. They're having this poker face on while also feeling like they are so drawn to you still. But they're such a good poker face person. And they are thinking strategically. They're choosing reason over emotion here, or they're trying to reason their emotions, like create an analytical understanding out of their emotional world, approach their emotions logically. So basically, right, is going on, this person feeling off center, but almost forcing themselves to stay mentally sharp. And they're trying to just like look at their emotions from a more philosophical point of view even, or from a more objective, detached point of view. Yeah. So next we have here the beautiful Empress that's clarified by the World and the King of Wands. Now, this is like how they see you with the Empress. So the Empress is someone who's very loving, nurturing. They see you as a person who's very desirable, not just to them, but even to other people. You have a certain desirability about you. So they also see you as someone who's powerful, high value, someone who has completed some type of cycle even, or is leveling up right now. So with the King of Wands energy here, this person is feeling a lot of fire, attraction, and motivation towards you. And recently they have been thinking about their desires to take action towards you. So their thoughts here could be, they are amazing, like group number, two. Group number 2 is amazing. I want them. They're even thinking this could be something long-term, or this could be something that really completes me. So maybe even group number 2 could be a person who really completes me, or the dynamic that I have with group number 2 really completes me and makes me feel passion, makes me feel alive, makes me feel vibrant, makes me feel joyful, makes me feel fulfilled. I'm also hearing I feel on top of the world with group number 2. And yeah, this person's thinking that they need to step up. They need to be more assertive. They need to be more powerful. They need to be more confident in order to get the fulfillment that they want. Like you, group number 2, you're deeply, deeply fulfilling to this person as a presence, as a person they are in interaction with. You are deeply, deeply fulfilling to them. And they feel like they need to rise up to that occasion, or rise up to that. So they view you as someone who has their life together even. And that pushes this person into the King of Wands mode, or they know they need to level up. They need to be assertive. They need to be more of a leader. They need to be courageous. What else? Magnetic, powerful, a master of one's own life, because they see you being a master, mistress of your own life, but they're like, okay, I need to match that. And they know they need to match that, not just with their poker face vibes, but like internally as well. They need to match that. Okay, moving forward with the 8 of Pentacles here with the Tower. So this literally is this person's stability and routine right now being disrupted. So they're thinking about something about their routine, their way of life, how they live their life being disrupted right now as a result of this connection or your bond. So the 8 of Pentacles here, that's clarified by the Tower, means that they have recently been thinking about something that has ended up being / acting as a shocking realization about your connection. So something about you, something about this connection has hit them suddenly and forced them to rethink this connection, or even to rethink their life, rethink what they have been working towards, what they have been building towards, what they've been focused on in their life, the routines, the habits that they have in their life. So they're like, oh, this is serious here. And with the 8 of Pentacles, they now know they need to work on this. So this shocking realization that they had about your connection, or something associated with this connection, they know they need to work on this now. And it really hit them, the seriousness or the gravity of the realization. So most recently, their thoughts here could also be thoughts like, if I want something, I need to put in effort. They are thinking that something needs to change, especially in relation to their work routine, habits, life in general. With the 8 of Pentacles, they could even be experiencing just this state of, I didn't expect to feel this, but I do. And like a little wake-up call here. But the wake-up call has to do with their physical world. So that's just very interesting here. It has to do with their focus, their satisfaction, even their accomplishments, or their mastery. That's just like very interesting here. There's just like a feeling of needing to put in more effort towards something that they did not see as a problem before, but it turned out to be a huge major problem now. Okay, so moving forward moving forward away from the Eight of Pentacles towards the Five of Swords reversed, clarified by the Three of Wands and the Page of Cups here. This is interesting. With the Five of Swords reversed, this person is thinking about how they don't want conflict. They want to make peace. They want to drop ego and conflicts, or even end the distance. They want to bury the hatchet, either between the two of you or between somebody else and themselves, or they just don't want to move towards conflict. They want peacefulness, clarity. So they're looking forward towards what can happen, towards new beginnings, towards resolutions. They're waiting even for the right moment to take action with the Three of Wands, but they want to take action towards like a peaceful state, to end conflict, to end distance. They want to act towards or plan towards softness, compassion, apologies, romantic curiosity even. They want to plan towards something that's open, gentle, and light with the Page of Cups. There's a sense of childlike innocence here and being romantic at heart. So they could, want to act towards that or plan towards that and see a happy outcome come to light out of this end of conflict or the desire to make peace. So this person, they don't want tension between you and them. They don't want to create more tension. They don't want to experience tension. And they're also thinking that maybe they should say something, sincere to you, something compassionate, maybe like an apology or just a compassionate message. And they're recently also thinking that they want to move this forward. They want to move your connection forward from maybe more of a, just tense state basically here towards a more romantic, gentle, dreamy, innocent energy. Towards compassion and this childlike innocence, basically. They want to move this towards like just an open heart as well. Just, having an open heart. So this person's thinking about this desire that they have to fix or to resolve what was damaged and to open up emotionally, even if they do it a bit awkwardly or slowly. They want to be more open, more loving, and they're looking towards the horizon of that basically here with the Three of Wands, looking towards the Page of Cups. So yeah, that's all for today. Before we sum up, I'm just gonna list some of the zodiacs that are present here. So we have Aries, we have Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn. Here we have Sagittarius energies. We have Libra, Taurus, then we have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energies here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energies over here. So yeah, In case that resonates, it doesn't, of course, have to. It can act just like a confirmation if you guys need it. Okay, so summing up this reading, what's going on? So their most recent thoughts about you. What's been going on here? So they've been trying to look strong and unemotional, but internally failing to do so in a very spectacular, dramatic way. They are also revisiting the connection after they maybe tried to detach. This person's feeling conflicted, but wanting a calm continuation of your relationship or a calm, productive reconnection. They're mentally overwhelmed and impatient, but right now they are forcing logic on their inner experience. This person is very attracted to you and sees you as a high value person. You inspire them as well to be better and to step up, to be more assertive, and to just like create the life that they want to create, you know, that they want to have a life that fulfills them. They have recently even had a bit of a holy crap, this matters type of moment around things that they didn't think were that important in the past. So they had a bit of a shocking event, a bit of an upheaval. And yeah, like they know now that something about this connection matters a lot more than they thought. And they're wanting to create a more compassionate relationship with you, a more loving relationship with you. They may want to apologize, rebuild, or come forward in a more sincere and soft way. So even though this person could be like more distant, they have not been moving on. They have been distant because of the emotional upheaval. They want softness, compassion, and harmony. They want reconnection and healing, even another chance potentially, but they're masking how shaken they really are. Because like with the Tower and the Temperance reverse, like this person's shaken to their core here. And they're not able to let this go. With the Eight of Cups reverse, you know, it's just this continuation of like returning to you over and over and over again. Okay, interesting. So for some of you, just like as a little additional message, for some of you, this person could be staying in situations that are not good for them, but please others. So they could be, for some of you, stagnating or staying stuck in relationships that are not good for them, but end up pleasing other people with Eight of Cups. That's just like an additional message here for those of you who needed to hear that. Okay, so that's all for now, for real. Thank you so much for tuning in, sharing your energy with me. If this resonated, do let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can book a reading through Etsy or Ko-fi. Both are linked below as well. For 18+ readings, you can tune into Patreon for more spicy and uncensored content if you are interested in some more of that 18+. And 18+ what? Understanding situations. Yeah. And that's it for today. If you want to, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on your way out. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the Death card as your card for today. So in today's reading, we're going to tune into what are your person's most recent thoughts about you. So what has been on their mind, either about you, about your relationship most recently. All right, so we have Death, we have Scorpio energy. So feelings are definitely quite intense right now, and even the way that this connection is transforming or moving, the way the connection is shifting could be on their mind. Okay, let's see. We're going to draw some more cards to start off, and then we're going to clarify. Let's see what's on their mind. So group number 3, what's your person thinking about? What are their most recent thoughts, please, Spirit? For group number 3, please. What are their most recent thoughts? They definitely feel like they don't want to talk too much about it. They're like, oh, I shouldn't talk about it. So we have what we have. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. We have, okay, the Three of Wands reversed. Upright. Whoopsies. Upright. What else? Okay, we have the Emperor. And we have the Sun card. And let's take one more card, please. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Alrighty. It's interesting vibes. Okay, let's clarify these cards now. Let's see. Okay, so clarifying the Death card, please, Spirit. What's going on with the Death card? We have the Page of Cups. Okay, so feelings could be waking up a bit for this person. Let's see what else. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles reverse, please. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. So like there's a lack of groundedness here, lack of stability due to many choices or many possibilities. So the Three of Wands, please, Spirit. Clarifying that. Okay, we got one. We got the Eight of Swords reversed. Clarifying the Emperor. We got the King of Cups. Okay. Clarifying the Sun, please. This one. Okay. Got the Ten of Pentacles here. Clarifying the Nine of Cups. Okay, we got the Eight of Cups. Okay, so more upright than reversed. So let's just put it over here. Okay, I'm going to zoom you guys out just a tiny bit so that everything can be in frame, especially these last two cards. Kidoke. Right, so let's talk about this. Let's see what's going on here with this person. Okay, so starting off here with the Death card, clarified by the Page of Cups. We have Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces energies here. So with these energies, there's a major change this person's thinking about or contemplating when it comes to your connection. So they're thinking about something transforming or shifting to a new direction or shifting to a new phase in your relationship. Especially things that are shifting towards softer feelings or new emotional openness. Now, if you guys have broken up recently, this person is likely shifting their energy into a new direction. Especially if you are in no contact right now or if this person is ignoring you. For others of you, they are wanting your connection to move towards a new, emotionally more open, softer era. So their thoughts here are about something between the two of you changing. And they're thinking like, okay, maybe that is good. Maybe that's a good thing, that things between the two of us are changing. They're also thinking with the Page of Cups that they want to open up more. But they also don't know the direction in which this new phase is going. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed here. So this just indicates a lack of grounding, a lack of security in the connection, even a lack of a realistic approach to your relationship. Most recently, though, with the Page of Cups, they have been thinking about wanting to open up more. And this goes for those of you who are not broken up or who have not recently broken up, and yeah, who are like in some type of loose contact, even if you're not really directly messaging each other right now. They want to open up more, basically, and this direction in which this connection is moving right now feels like a new emotional chapter for this person. So they're a little bit dreamy towards you. I think this person does like the area towards which the relationship is moving right now, but they're finding themselves in just like an unstable area right now, or in unstable ground. And there's like a feeling like they want to seduce you or do something stupid for some of you as well. I'm just calling it stupid because it's going to be a reckless behavior that they are going to later just beat themselves over with. But I feel like what's on this person's mind is, because this connection is moving in a new direction, or there's a sense of renewal to your connection, they're like, oh, I can jump the boat, right? I can kiss them, you know, it's like that. I can steal a kiss from this person. I can show them a little bit more that I'm interested in them and things like that. So they're definitely thinking about that right now. That resonates for a specific situation. With the Queen of Pentacles reversed here, clarified by the Seven of Cups, they deeply lack a sense of grounding and a sense of security in your situation right now. So it's very likely this person feels unsure about where they stand. They could be overwhelmed by options or possibilities. They could even be uncertain about what you want, group number 3. But what's going on here is that they are not sure what is real here, what's really going on between the two of you right now. What they're thinking about also is their emotions and how they're not feeling stable emotionally. They're also feeling like they need to choose something, but they don't know what that is. So they don't know what's best for them to do, what's best for them to choose, or which direction it is best for them to go or orient themselves towards. This person could also just be choosing themselves right now, especially with the Nine of Cups here as well. They could be choosing themselves and what's best for them right now. Since they're overwhelmed by options and possibilities, they could be choosing a more quote-unquote selfish direction or something that suits them better. So they're not sure which direction to take or what they choose, but they're trying to get more like a sense of clarity on their role, on the role that they have in this connection, or what's going on between the two of you and the future of it all. With the Three of Wands especially, this has to do with the future, which means that they are envisioning the future. And they're finally releasing mental blocks around it. With the Three of Wands energy, there's a sense of new beginnings, hopeful situations unfolding, and new, more tentative, stable things entering into their life or entering into this connection. But this person's feeling very free about it all. You know, the Eight of Swords is a card of releasing mental blocks, a sense of freedom, a sense of liberation. So they're feeling a lot of liberation here in regards to the future. So whenever they're imagining the future with you, they feel very kind of elated, open. They feel like they're breaking free. This person could even be cutting the ties that bind them or have bound them before. And they're just seeing through the illusion of limitation. They could even be taking their power back right now, especially if they've been in some type of negative or toxic situation. So, their thoughts recently are about them no longer being stuck and finally seeing the options, the directions, the many paths that are available of where this could go. So where your connection could unfold, where your connection could move. And they're also thinking that maybe, just maybe, they're free to move towards you now. There's a sense of like, I know, creativity here, optimism, momentum, and excitement that's just met with this person not feeling tied down. You know, this is someone who's gaining confidence or someone who has the confidence and is feeling more optimistic about the next potential steps. So with the Emperor here, this is interesting. We have the Emperor clarified by the King of Cups. So I feel like with the Emperor here, this person's outside appearance is likely very stable, even like authoritative. There could be like a poker face going on, or just a sense of, I don't know, not revealing feelings. But like with it being clarified by the King of Cups, there's like a warmth to it. I'm hearing, I want to lead, I want to take action, but how? So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. They also want to lead and take action in a gentle way in your relationship right now. Like for some of you, what I'm feeling here, this person wants to or may want to fix something for you or resolve some type of situation for you. What I'm picking up here, there's also like a very big little, I know, just desire as well. I'm just hearing, I got my mind on you. I got my eye on you. So they want to be mature about this, emotionally steady, wise, and calm about stepping up. So they're thinking about that, like stepping up, being stable, or being a leader. But also, like they're in this like depth emotionally here, in maturity and in steady emotions when it comes to this, or they're doing their best to maintain a state of remaining in mature state, in a like emotionally self-regulated state as well. So I feel like they're thinking about they need to step up, show off even, but they don't want to play games, is what I'm getting. They want to handle their own feelings with maturity, so they're thinking about that and how they can go about doing that. And how they can, of course, handle your feelings with maturity as well. But the main focus here is that they want to be depended on to a degree. But like what I'm finding interesting here is then we have the Nine of Cups here and the Sun and all that. So there's this sense here with the Nine of Cups, especially this person also wants to maintain their own freedom. So there's like this balance here that they want to strike between having their own freedom, their own stuff in their life, while also kind of like offering you a little bit more I don't know, just like offering you a little bit more of a leadership, a little bit more of stability in this relationship, a little bit more maturity in this relationship, a little bit more of a dependence. But there's a sense here like of being emotionally invested, wanting to take action. But again, like not being sure which direction to take action in, because the Pentacle energy here is reversed. So they're not fully sure what area of life did they direct this mature masculine energy into. So with the Sun, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, it's very lovely. Like I'm getting let's play, let's have fun. With the Sun, oh, this person is wondering if you are happy, group number 3. Yeah, like they're wondering, they're internally asking themselves and reflecting on if you are happy with your life right now. And how stable are you? Because they like want to be the one who makes you happy and brings you stability, but they're wondering if you're happy already. So that's very interesting here, because they're thinking in terms of happiness, long-term potential, stability, like a sense of family or future success, community here as well. When it comes to you, I feel like they're also reflecting on you having the ability to make them really happy, to really fulfill their life, you know, their physical home life, that stability at home, comfort, and just the physical daily life. But also like this person wants to, you know, they want to play, not in the sense of play you, but they want to play, they want to be playful, they want to be, I know, just friendly, they want to make jokes, they want to laugh with you. There's a sense of wanting that and wanting more of that with the Sun. Even wanting to play board games with you and things like that. Like they just want to create something lasting here in this relationship, especially with this transition energy going on here. They want something more lasting. And yeah, like what they're reflecting on is how they could make the joy, the playfulness, the fulfillment between the two of you last longer. Yeah. So I'm hearing, I'm not sure which direction this is going to take, but like they do want to manifest more of this happiness with you. So with the Nine of Cups energy here, this person is focused on wish fulfillment. So this is a card of wish fulfillment. They want you and they want to pour into this cup, right? I feel like there's something here that needs to be left behind in order for them to be able to pour into this cup. This person could be right now walking away from something, like from emotional baggage, past disappointments or fears, to move towards something that actually fulfills them. But the Nine of Cups is often a card of what fulfills me, you know? So in that, it can be a bit more of a selfish energy. So I just want to be clear with you guys, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles here reversed, that this person could be thinking about what fulfills them. Like, first of all, what fulfills them, and then secondly, does that fulfill you also? So they do want something with you here, and they want like a better life for themselves. They want to put more energy, more effort, more life force, metaphorically speaking, into your relationship, so into your cups. They want to pour into that. And they want happiness and joy shared with you. And to celebrate in your good fortune and their good fortune and all that. You know, they just want to celebrate your connection. But this person also, like, they need to walk away from a serious problem that cannot be solved on their own. There's something here that needs to be left behind in order to have the fulfillment, the happiness, the good fortune, you know? Yeah. There could be even a need for travel with the Eight of Cups, you know, for some of you could have to travel to each other, to see each other. But yeah, mainly what's going on here is also partly this person's personal evolution, where they're leaving behind things that don't serve them and realizing they deserve good fortune, fulfillment, and happiness. And they want to move towards what makes them feel more emotionally satisfied, which includes like you on a great level here. I'm hearing you make me feel happy, happy, happy. So that's just cute. Okay, so before we sum this up, I feel like there are a lot of layers here. And this reading may land differently for many different people. Or like there are a lot of different little nuggets that can resonate from many different situations. That's what I'm picking up here. I'm just hearing my heart is opening up with this card. And it's part of the transformation. It's part of them meeting you and being in contact with you. So before we sum this up, we have Scorpio and Cancer and Pisces energies, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Here we have Aries, and again we have water signs here. We have Leo energies as well on the board. So what this person is thinking, they're thinking something big between the two of you is transforming right now, and it's a good thing, in a good way. For most of you, it's in a good way, unless you had like a major breakup and, you know, just ended things for real. So they're opening up emotionally, even if they feel a bit unstable. And this person, they're also envisioning or starting to envision a real future and what that could look like. And they're more open towards it, more kind of spontaneous, free-flowing towards whatever may come. They also want to step up as someone reliable and emotionally steady, where they see long-term potential, joy, and stability with you. And they want to move towards you and away from past grievances, past disappointments. So simply put, they see you as a source of real happiness and long-term potential, and they are mentally preparing to move towards you in a more committed, mature way. That's for most of you. Like, again, as I said, if you were in a fight, if you guys have had a divorce, you know, this feels more solid and are trying to move towards new relationships. Yeah. But that's all for today, my dear group number 3. So hope this resonates and hope it gives you some more clarity on this person's most recent thoughts. I'll talk to you in the future readings whenever you feel inspired to connect again. If you want to book a personal reading, you can book through Etsy or Ko-fi. The links are down below. And also, if you want to connect to 18 plus, pick a card readings, you can check out over 100 readings on my Patreon. The link is also below. So send you so much love and blessings. I'll talk to you in the future readings. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how this was for you. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye. Namaste.